Hello and welcome back to the Forge. I know it's been a while and I'm sorry about that. Life's crazy. Things happen. I went on a cruise. I'll throw some photos of that. So when I last left you, I was working on what was going to be a bread knife, and then I did the very stupid thing that I've seen on Forge and Fire and other things a number of times of don't dunk or don't try to bend something outside of the vise. So that's where we're at now. Is I broke my bread knife tip off, so this now gets to be something other than a bread knife. So I'm going to work on putting an edge on it, grinding that down to something different. I've got the forge heating up. I still have my, what was a towball that I'm going to throw back in the forge once it gets up to temp, that I'm going to continue hammering on. Still don't know what I'm doing with it other than hitting hot steel, which in this case is just my stress relief. So I'm going to work on sharpening this up, grinding it out while this is heating up, and I'll swap between things. I still, like I said, don't know what this is going to be yet. Right now, it's just steel to hit that I can make hot. I'm also probably, while in between things, working on grinding out a groove in this phone case so that maybe I can keep the phone cool while recording. The other benefit of the forge being on is it's warm. It makes it warm in here because it's like 40 degrees Celsius outside right now, so freaking cold. For 1300 degree forge, it makes it warm. All right, that is almost up to temp. Let me crank it up a little bit more. Get the grinder set up, and I'm just going to record, see what I get and see where it goes, and hit hot steel because that amuses me. And it's stress relief. So that gets to go in and start getting hot. And of course, it popped off after I quenched it, so that makes it even more fun. I'm just going to grind the tip into it. There we go. I now have a nice point. some. Get that oil and pull it off some. Got a nice tip. All right. Alright, got the oil mostly off of it. Hang it out like that for now because I gotta go back to figuring out a handle for it, but our towball is now good and hot. I'm done with the grinder for a bit. Hammer. There's the other hammer I want. Up there. There's the other hammer I want. Just trying to draw this out, which for this chunk of steel by hand is a lot of heat, beat, repeat. All right. All right, so tongs are So that's back in there. Those tongs are smoking because I was using it to dip in the oil. Alright, we're gonna bust out the Dremel. We are gonna back up the tip again. I've spent enough time futzing with the Dremel. Nice and smoking hot. Hello.
I can hear you from the house.
Yeah, I'm in up here. This is my child. Up here recording and beating on hot steel.
Yeah.
Because stress.
Okay. What you working on currently?
I don't know.
Okay, you're currently just beating steel.
Yeah, it was an extra towball.
Okay. I figured I'd come see what you're doing.
So finishing, working on this because it I broke the tip off. So then I ground a new tip in.
Yeah.
So it's no longer going to be a bread knife. I need to work. It's going to be a dagger-ish thing. I'm going to grind the holes out a little bit better, and then figure out something sort of a handle, sharpen it up, and it'll be a knife instead of just currently a knife-shaped piece of steel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well, open the door and look at see what the dogs are doing. We're doing banging, but what are you thinking?
A mess, a lot of noise.
Okay. Whatever.
So putting some rough patches in there so that the epoxy for the handle holds. It's almost back up to heat. Same on this side, real quick. There we go. Leave that there unplugged in because I'm going to use that on that. And welcome to just beep, beep, repeat. Actually, look. Right now, I'm just trying to hammer this out to some length. Right now, it's just hit it and hit it hard until I get, because I don't have a press, so that'll be a summertime project, I think, because I have a log splitter we're no longer using. It has a log splitter. So I think I'm going to make it a press. But right now, it is literally just hitting hot steel to hit hot steel to release some stress. And I'm hoping you're still recording, and if you're not, oh well. the smaller end is moving the metal a little better, and might have to stop hammering for a little bit. My hands are starting to cramp. And this works to smooth out the grooves I just put in there, making that longer. Okay. I think we're gonna have to shut the forge down today because my hands are cramping from the hammer. However, you can see I got a bit of a fish lip thing going on there. I'm gonna have to do some upsetting. Just so that in one more time. Do some upsetting. Flatten that part out a bit. And then stop the forge. In this case, I'm just using the weight of the metal itself to knock out some of the fish lip that was happening there. Might be able to drop that out on the ground to listen to the intent, but next. And there we go. There we go. That really makes the ears ring. All right. Shut you off. Shut you off. Shut you off. And just stick that back in there. I can sit in there while that cools down. Except that's too wide of a handle I'd have to take it that way. And that means I'm putting a, nope, okay. It ain't that. It's gonna just have to do handle in the, okay. Well, I'm gonna actually let's turn you back this way. How would you done? Okay. Do I want to grind? Let's grind on the edge a little. No, can't put an edge on it yet until I put a handle on it. I got to figure the handle out first. All right, so we're gonna call that a day up here. Need to figure out how to handle. Go searching around, seeing if I can find some good wood. I might actually go back to the baseball bat that I used for my first knife and see where we go from there. If you like this kind of content, if you like this kind of chaos, hit subscribe. If you think other people might like it, share this video out, share my channel out. Trying to get enough subscribers and videos and stuff up so that I can maybe monetize this. I'm not looking for much, just kind of looking for something to kind of help offset the bills, unless I can get to where I'm making enough money to make it my full-time job. Thank you very much. This has been Highland Forge.